Good afternoon from Rome. We may hear the 12 bells in the background as it's literally just about noon here on Monday afternoon at the Vatican. What a sight to see. You can wake up every morning and never get tired of seeing the backdrop of St. Peter's. The Mass of Thanksgiving is going on right now. They're just finished the intentions. The offertory gifts are being brought up, and it's being presided by Cardinal Bertone, who is, of course, the Secretary of State for the Vatican. Still, as you can see back here, you've got at least 100,000, probably 150,000 people that have gathered for the Mass. So the excitement is still here and present in the city. And certainly the sea of red and white, as you can see, I've gone with my red and white today to try to bring a little Canadian pride to the experience. But what a day we had yesterday with the beatification Mass and celebration to honor the late blessed Pope John Paul II, is now we can refer to him. And you see the icon that is above, not really the icon, but I guess the painting that's been done just above the Basilica entrance there at St. Peter's. A beautiful tribute to blessed Pope John Paul II. And Emmanuel, I'm not sure if you can actually pan up to the terrace over on the rooftop on the left side. That's actually where we were yesterday, witnessing the Mass and taking part in that with literally thousands of journalists from around the world who are up on the rooftop. That was the position that Emmanuel was able to take some truly fantastic pictures. If you haven't seen them on our archtoronto.org/JP2PJP2 site, the address I'm sure you're well familiar with. I can't remember what time of day I'm at here in Rome. So just some great pictures and great memories that we had there. And it's a little overcast today, a little darker, a little bit of wind picking up here as well, but still very comfortable. And so, it's been a great number of days, and the sun shone yesterday, almost reminiscent of World Youth Day in Toronto, where we had that terrible rainstorm the night before, and actually the morning of the final Mass with Pope John Paul II. And then the skies literally opened up and the sun came down, and the moment that Pope John Paul II arrived, we had sunshine for the rest of the day. So just like that yesterday, the skies opened up and we had beautiful sunshine for the remainder and really the majority of the Mass that was going on. You can see they've got the screens set up still around the square, and those screens, actually they had 14 different screens that people viewed the Mass yesterday who couldn't get into the square. 1.5 million is the estimate from the Vatican of the number of people that participated, not just in the square here, right down the Via della Conciliazione, which is just to my left, but throughout the various sites that they had set up for viewing yesterday. So it really was all things blessed Pope John Paul II yesterday. And so, as we reflect and have our final day here in Rome, we want to relive the experience and the fond memories that the late Holy Father shared with so many in Canada, so many around the world. We're feeling that here again today. It's truly been a blessed experience for us to be part of this and to hopefully bring a little bit of the flavor of Rome back to the Archdiocese of Toronto for Canadian viewers or visitors to the website and the blog and the tweets and everything else. We've tried to bring it to you in real time as much as possible. It's been really a wonderful experience. We also want to say thank you to so many people who've helped us along the way, and the folks at Salt and Light really helped us with the media credentials that we were able to obtain here, and so we really appreciate that. And we can't say enough about the priests at the Canadian College who are studying here in Rome, especially Father Kevin Belgrave, who literally gave us his Wi-Fi password, can we say that, to be able to access some of the files that we needed to do with all the pictures and everything else that's going on. And so the folks there have just been so tremendous. They welcomed us for a few meals as well, and the delegation there is just top notch, and so we say thank you to all of them. And we'll air some of the interviews with our priests who are studying in Rome a little bit later on in the weeks to come, as we'll learn a little bit more about the work that they're doing. So to all of them we want to say thank you, and to all of you who've been watching and viewing, it's been a real pleasure trying to bring this experience to you. Cardinal Bertone up here, and the final Mass of Thanksgiving, and really the people will disperse back to their own homeland after this. We'll all go back to Canada, others will go back to Poland, Japan, United States, Germany, wherever they may be from, Africa, and bring the memories of what we've experienced here in the last couple days back with them. And so we remember blessed Pope John Paul II as a very holy man, a witness to the world, and as Cardinal Bertone just mentioned in his homily, someone who even in his sickness, in his final days, showed us how to live and love. And that's some of the strongest memories we'll bring back with us. We should also note too, Pope Benedict, who's not presiding this morning, but yesterday was so elegant, so holy, that shepherd that we have today. And just the words that he shared with us yesterday and his own personal experiences of saying, on a personal note, I just want to say that working with Pope John Paul II was so inspiring. He was so close to me. He was a great friend, a mentor. It was really touching to hear from, the Vicar of Christ to be able to share those thoughts with us. And so we certainly pray for Pope Benedict, the late Pope John Paul II, and to all who've been supporting us along the way, and know that we've been praying for you. So your prayers have been brought to, the Vatican, and it's been a wonderful experience sharing all of what we've done with you. Thank you to Emmanuel behind the camera for a wonderful job, and all those back home and the Office of Public Relations and Communications who've been working on the ground to make this a reality, and for all the wonderful work that's going on in the media back in Toronto. To the whole team, we say thank you. And at this point, we listen to a final few remarks and pan out as we reflect on all that's happened and say, Arrivederci from St. Peter's at the Vatican.